Hey guys, welcome to BP, the Bible Perspective. Why aren't people supporting black or women candidates? Now, before we get into it, please like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a comment or a question, feel free to add it in the comment section. All comments are welcome. You know, in this season, you hear a lot about why people are not supporting women. Of course, the Democrats, I don't know, it's kind of surprised me because for the first time in this particular season, you probably had more diversity on the Democratic side, by the way, and not on, even by the way, in 2016, remember, even you had, among the Republican, you had diversity because Ben Carson was running. But anyway, but especially in this candidate, in this season here, of candidates running, it was one of the most diverse platforms that we've ever seen. You had women, you had minorities of all kinds. Of course, now most of the minorities have dropped out because of what? A poor showing. In other words, no support. And now we're down to basically what? Two women, right? Elizabeth Warren and Amy Schumer. Right? I know I butchered her name. Sorry about that. And Amy really has no hope of winning. And really, neither does Warren. But they're still out there and they're still on Lifeline, right? Clearly, it's going to be between Biden and Sanders, with Bloomberg a possible strong dark horse that's climbing up because of his ads. The question I'm asking here is, how come women aren't getting the support? And the reason why I ask that is because when I listen to different pundits on TV, how they try to explain why, and again, kind of to me caught up in their idealism as to why America and society are not receiving women or supporting women or black vote. Now, just so you know, before Barack Obama won, okay, 3 other blacks ran. One was a black woman. She was the first actually black candidate to run, Shirley Chisholm. Then there was Jesse Jackson and then Al Sharpton. Now, neither one were serious contenders. Jesse Jackson made a dent in that, a splash, because he got the attention because his numbers grew. Not that they were ever a serious threat, but they were enough to get the attention, is that we don't need the distraction. We don't need him pulling votes away. So it got him a kind of a seat at the table. Al Sharpton was never his campaign was never anything that anybody ever even thought about. He didn't have enough votes to register, you know how they 0.0 or whatever, and he was never going to win. But he was a candidate technically, okay? And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because oftentimes people would say, just because a black run, that black people are going to support him. Well, there were 3 that black people didn't support. So the question is, why did Barack Obama, the black candidate, finally not only gain black people support, but he also gained white people support? Because remember, he couldn't win the presidency without white support. No candidate can win without white support because the country is still majority white. Now it comes to the woman question, right? Now you look at all of the field today of women, and again, there were at least 4 women, I think, on the Democratic candidate, and they dropped off, right? Tulsi, whatever her name is, right, is still hanging on, but she's not a serious candidate. Some people even think she might even be just a spoiler, just put in just a spoiler, and maybe hoping this year get a job at Fox News or in the President Trump's candidate. I don't know. But here's my point. The reason why candidates are not winning, any candidate, by the way, it's because the candidate themselves don't win. When people say, we don't understand why the people are not supporting, I always look directly to the candidate. See, it's up to the candidate to convince me, to motivate me, to vote for you, to get up off of my rear end and stand in the line and vote. Other candidates did that. Barack Obama did that. Trump did that. Whether you like him or not, he energized his base. Their predecessors, Reagan, Bush, John Kennedy, we can go all the way back. They energize people. So what I'm saying is the reason why people are not supporting blacks or women is because look at the candidates themselves. It's not the blacks or the women. Keep this in mind. In 2016, Hillary Clinton, she was a woman, and she wasn't even the most charismatic, right, in terms of personality. But she still beat Donald Trump, right, by 3 million votes. Where she lost was in those key states, the Electoral College, and where she failed to energize people to get out and vote. One state alone, there were some 100,000, I think almost 80,000 people that just didn't show up. They didn't come. It cost her the state. And it cost her a state that was the Electoral College state. So you see, the problem is that even though Hillary, keep in mind, she won enough to beat him out by 3 million votes, but still, okay, didn't win in the key areas. Here's my point. But Hillary showed she could beat, she could win. Even in her personality that people criticized her most for, she still could have won. The reality with Hillary Clinton was she took so much for granted, in my opinion, that she wasn't listening to the heartbeat of the people. A good candidate, even if they lie, will pretend that they're listening to you. They will pretend that they are responding to you, right? Remember they all kiss the babies and all that kind of stuff? Well, who wants to kiss the babies? Well, I do because I love babies and I love kissing babies. But I mean, in terms of out on the candidate run, right? You want to kiss the babies. Why? Because you're pretending like you care. And remember Bill Clinton's famous line is that I feel your pain, right? The point is these things connect with people. And I'm not talking about that Hillary Clinton didn't even have to change her personality, but just act like she give a care, right? In some cases, she didn't even show up. Donald Trump showed up to the same places and said, hey, I'm here. By the way, sidebar, Donald Trump is doing the same thing. If you notice that whenever Democrats have a function, Donald Trump has a rally, okay? Smart strategy. But here's my point. If you just go by the numbers, and you look at the trends, if the Democrats were smart, they would realize, hey, the Republicans can't win by the numbers. How do the Republicans win? They win by Democratic default, right? So you look at what the strategy that Warren has. Look who she's pondering to. In one case, she said that she would have a transgender student interview her Secretary of State. What kind of crazy strategy is that? Remember Yang, who was going to give everybody $1,000 a month? That's pandering, my friend. And guess what? The voters didn't even buy it because you never got over. You never cracked into a serious candidate, right? Even though you made such a horrendous promise, people didn't buy it. Here's my point. It's up to the candidate. And the reason why, whether it's women or blacks, right? Because both women and blacks have proven that they can get votes. Hillary got votes. She didn't get the right votes. And had she just put a little more effort, she could have won. Now, don't misunderstand me. There was a lot against her as well. There was a systematic system against her that needs to be changed. We can't get into it all now. But here's my point. Barack Obama proved twice that he overwhelmingly won. Why? Not because he was black. And it's an insult when people say that black people just voted for him because he was black. Of course some people voted for him from black, just like some people voted for Trump because he's white. Because when Trump said, make America great again, that was a dog whistle to people that hate us, make America white again. But he also appealed more. He lied. Build the wall and Mexico's going to pay for it, right? He just, wherever he was at, he just spewed out. That's good strategy. Shrewd salesman. I'm not saying that the Democrats even have to do all of the stuff that Donald Trump did. Hillary could have just tried a little harder to reach people, not even change your personality. And people would have came out and voted. But she didn't. Barack Obama did, and he won. Here's my point. Both woman or man, they can win. But it's up to them to convince me. That's my perspective. See you next time. And don't forget, please like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. Till next time.